Welcome back to 5-Minute Drum Lessons, where we get it done in 5 minutes or less. On today's agenda, Give It Up or Turn It Loose by James Brown. And this is by request. And there's a little confusion to clear up here because I looked up the song and I looked up a couple other transcriptions of the beat, but it was a different beat for a song of the same name. And there is a recording that those transcriptions go with. However, the person that requested this song included a link, and the link here is also titled James Brown, Give It Up or Turn It Loose. But the image there, it says James Brown Plays the Real Thing. So that's the album cover. But Give It Up or Turn It Loose isn't listed there. However, that's the song that's here, but it is a different audio than the one that I've been finding most of the transcriptions for. So, point being, I'll include the link in the description so you know which version of this song we're talking about, because it is a version of the song. I'm just a little confused as to, how all this stuff fits together. If you know, let the rest of us know, because it would be cool to know what exactly is going on here. Anyway, the beat in this recording is a little bit tricky, and I think it's a little bit challenging to hear exactly what's going on with the drumming. But this person asking for the song did refer to the specific drum break at 4:58, and pretty much most of the groove is the same in this song. It's there are little loose variations, as you might expect. But the main idea remains the same throughout the whole song. But if you want to isolate the drum part that we're talking about here, listen to 4:58, where it's just the drum break, or just the beginning of the song where you get a pretty good audio of the drums on their own. So, what I'm going to do is show you how I would probably play this, and how I would probably play it is actually a little more straightforward than one of the other transcriptions that I found. There's another guy there with a video. He's playing an electronic drum set, and he's actually doing this version of the song. And so the way he has it transcribed out is a little more complicated than what I'm going to show now. But I'll show what he does after, and then you can do it the way you want to do it. But at least the way I'm going to show is a good starting point and a pretty accessible starting point. You still have to have, I would say, a solidly intermediate to advanced capability, but still. If you're asking, like I said in the last video, if you're asking for this stuff, you're probably at a certain level anyway. So I'm just going to look here. Yeah, so the beat is basically, actually I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do it my way. So I'm just going to play for a little second to get it in my head. Yeah, so that's basically it. So let's walk through it nice and slow. So you have 1 and a 2. So 1 and a in between 2. 1 and a 2. And then and 3 and just basically like this thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4. That's all we're going to be doing here with the hands. So you have 1 and 2 and 3. And this is where it gets a little complicated. 4 E and a 1. Again, just beat 4. 4 E and a 1. And then so that double from the of 4 to beat 1 on the bass drum, at least for me, is the hardest part of the whole thing. Getting that double. Nice and slow the whole bar. 1 and 2 up to speed, or roughly. Okay, so that's gonna work great if you just play that, and that's probably the way I would approach it. But I'm going to show you a little bit more of a complex interpretation of it, which may be more accurate. I don't know. My ears are not perfect. But so basically, it's the same thing with extra ghost notes. So instead of just going 1 and 2, they're throwing in a couple little ghost notes there. 1 E and 2. 1 E and 2. Actually, I've talked about that before. 1 E and. Then you have your bass drum on the 1 and the 1 E and 1 E and 2. 1 E and 2. And then, but then on the 2 you also have another ghost note. 2 E. So 1 E and 2 E. 1 E and 2 E and then we do just like in the beat I just showed, and 3 E and then here 4 E and 1. So beat 2 and beat 4 goes 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and So you're doing ghost notes on the E and the on beat 2 and 4 after your accent. E and 3 and 4 E and 1. Yeah. And then so 1 E and I'll do the whole bar nice and slow, and do your best to follow it along. So it's 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. And that's a little tricky because you have that 1 that I was talking about on the repeat, but you also have a ghost note on the snare, 1 on the of 4 E and 1. 1. And again, when I was looking at this beat, that was one of the most challenging things about it, to get that ghost note with your bass drum on the of 4. So the whole bar again, slowly. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. I'll try it a little faster for you. So that's kind of the feel that we're going for. As you can probably hear, I could use a little extra work on it myself, but I'm just trying to get the point across. And also, just to tell you, this transcription is from a channel called Drums and Percussion Grooves. So I'm sure if you look up his channel and then search the James Brown drums, funk, groove number 8, give it up or turn it loose, fast and slow tempo, and play along, you'll find what I'm looking at. So then, lastly, I'll just show you the 2 grooves, compare and contrast, up to speed. So the first one was like this. Okay, and then our friend here. Me at the end there. But yeah, so that's basically the groove for this tune, and you could, pick and choose some of those ghost notes, try both ways, and just switch it up and try to get the feel, try to play in the spirit of the song. And once you get this stuff up to speed, play along to the song, because that's the best way you're going to be able to kind of capture the feel, get in the mindset, get in the mood of what's happening there, and yeah, make it your own. Always remember to make it your own after learning what these guys have done. Okay, so that's it. I think we addressed the question. Thank you so much for joining me. Any other questions, let me know. See you on the next one.